We want people to relax, enjoy it, spend some time here, and create a culture of learning.
It's so great to be here at Upchurch Vineyard. And here we have the famous winemaker, Chris Upchurch.
It's good to see you. You know, you're always welcome. We want people to relax, enjoy it, spend some time here, and create a culture of learning as opposed to, buy our wine, taste it, you like it, buy it, You can see that I'm definitely dedicated to art as well. I've spent a lot of time, and in particular on the Northwest School of Art that was alive in the 50s and 60s. This is Mark Tovey, Morris Graves. A lot of them were up in the Sonoma area. Over here we have an Alden Mason.
I love that piece. Beautiful.
Getting back to the food, wine, and art and that whole scene. Most important things about desert is what we call the diurnal shift, which is a day to nighttime temperature swing. All great wine regions have that, but we can go from 90 degrees to 40 degrees in one 12-hour period. So we have the diurnal shift too. The reason why that's important is because the plant respires at nighttime and loses its acidity at night. And during the day, the photosynthesis ripens it, which you want, right?
Yeah.
But you don't want it to lose too much acidity at night, so you want it to be cool, so it slows that part down. So you got this great desert that has the diurnal shift, and it's got everything going, lots of sun. Why doesn't every desert in the world have grapes growing in it? Well, because of the soil. Because deserts have lousy soils, no nitrogen in the soil, it's all sand, right? Well, we had the great idea of importing all of our soil from Montana during the Missoula floods. And that's why Yakima Valley is one of the most fertile places around, is because the soil was imported from Montana.
I don't see
You say hi to Taya? It's Clone 2 and Clone 191, two of my favorite clones that, and of course it's sustainably farmed, it's on French guillots, I can go blah, 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 all about the French oak and all these other things that make it really good, but the bottom line is it's getting the royal treatment. These grapes are getting the royal treatment of making the finest wines that we can.
And what does the royal treatment look like?
Well, the royal treatment, again, is a huge selection process of the barrels, and we hand sort the grapes. They're hand picked and hand sorted. As far as the yields are low, everything that we can do to make the finest grapes and then put them in the best barrels and keep them in the barrels for 2 years until, and all the things that we do to it to give it the best treatment that we possibly can.
And that's the royal treatment.
That's the royal treatment.
Well, let's try it. All right, well,
Here's to the royal treatment. And
You all like in the royal treatment, right?
yes.
Why?
we want to keep the club real simple. People want to pick their own wine, so we have a club where people pick twice a year 6 bottles or twice a year 12 bottles. So that's how simple it is.
And tell me about this one, the LTL.
LTL means larger than life. When I was reviewed by the Decanter magazine, in London, they called me larger than life, which was, okay, big deal. But my daughter has not let that go. When we went to make our second Cabernet, she wanted to call it LTL. At my age, I got to start listening to the youth, don't you think? We're confident that whatever you choose, that's great, and just become part of the club, just come on in and relax and enjoy it. And,
And people do, then they have the free tasting, so they bring their friends. And those friends like it too, but it couldn't be easier.
I love it. Well, sign me up.
Okay.
I want to be part of the club.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
You guys are always invited.
Thank you. Thank you.